start with an opening statement for Coach Jack. I'm going to take a couple of questions for Deja. We'll discuss Deja and Coach Jack will take questions.
That might have been the most crazy game I've ever been a part of. I'm like, what in the heck is going on out there? Oh my God, we just couldn't adjust to what was the way it was going to be called, and we just couldn't pull it all together. It was like almost a bowling alley out there. When one of my players went down, another player went down, and another player went down, and every time that we went down, it was our fault. And then we got to look at film and really see what that looks like, because they might be right, whoever they are, but we might be right too. So it's a lesson learned, and it's a tough lesson to learn. I thought we were right in the midst of trying to do something fantastic, and it didn't go our way. So we'll get better.
Deja, down the stretch, missing Asia and Tisha, how much do you think that affected the team down the stretch?
It just means that we had less depth in a certain position, and it kind of hurt us because we had only 3 players basically in that position. But we still have to figure out how to adjust and hope that she can get back.
Deja, second time you guys played Louisville. What changed from last game to this game in your strategy on the court?
Just us as a unit. We got together more, and we're playing as one more.
Louisville tonight had 35 points on the fast break. What do you think you guys need to work on your fast break defense?
Just getting back. We tried to fight through whatever happened in the first quarter, and it came back and hurt us in the end.
So obviously, Deja without Tisha, Kennedy Perkins played a season high 24 minutes tonight. Can you just talk about what it was playing with her for the bulk of the game today?
It was really cool to play with her as a freshman, of course, and it was good to see her actually be confident in the position and be ready when her number was called.
More on that, what did you like seeing Kennedy and Naya and Sanaya all play today?
The aggression, they didn't back away from the competition.
One more question for Deja.
So when it was tied 54-54 near the end of the third, and then they went on an 11-0 run that kind of put the game. And then what do you think? What do you think you guys need to? What were you seeing during that run?
Again, I think what happened in the first quarter came back and got us.
Thanks, Steve.
Take a question for Coach Jack.
So what happened with Tisha Hyman in the first quarter, first half? We didn't see her again after she played about 5 minutes. Do you
She hurt her lower leg, and we're finding out what that is all about right now. I apologize for not having Georgia here, but she had to see the doctor as well.
So more on that, you had a bunch of players like Kennedy and Naya and Sanaya who don't always get more than 10 minutes per game. What was it like seeing them step up into these roles after your usual starters like Tisha and Georgia go down?
Elena started, and Georgia came in, and we didn't miss a beat a little bit there. Our bigs got to score more points than they're doing, and we got to make layups, and we got to give the foundation is the post, and although they're playing better, we need a lot more from them. And they are capable of giving us more than what they're giving us point production. And we're going to have to ascertain why they're not getting more points. Is it the play call, or is it the fact that they don't believe they can shoot it? But we got to get more from our bigs.
So yeah, you guys haven't had to deal much with in-game injuries this year, and then so many all in a row. How difficult was that to adjust?
Well, you had to adjust to Asia not being out there first play of the game. The Asia goes down, and situational call, no call, whatever. What Tisha took place, and then Elena verticality situation that I got to look at too. And she goes down. That's a lot for any team to have to endure, including the head coach. And I just didn't know which way that we were going with that, and so it was just the craziest game I think I've ever been a part of. It was just crazy. That's all I can use. I didn't know how to get them organized. We had a good stretch in the second quarter, and we really did a tremendous job. And we came out and started well in the third quarter, and it just got crazier. So That could be us, that could be other things, and we're going to have to figure that out.
Can you speak to the bench's production in response to Fair's injury in the first quarter and then Elena Rice's collision following that?
I don't know what you mean, speak to it.
Like, just what did you see from the bench coming off after having both those injuries and just seeing them produce?
You know, the KP showed that, call on me, I'm locked on ready. I thought she did a good job. I thought that she was the only guard that really came in and really owned her power and stayed, if you have to stay ready, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. I think she was the only guard that really showed that she can be responsive to the situation. The others got to get better. It's just simple as that. And our bigs, we only got 3 bigs, and they played the best they could. I said that they got to score the ball more. They all can score. I don't know why they're not scoring as much, and I got to look at that film tonight and have a better answer. But I just think that we're not looking at the basket, and we'll get better with that. We have to.
And then you just said that Georgia Woolley wasn't here because she was seeing the doctor as well?
Yeah, how the doctor, we don't get the chance to see the doctor every day. We got to take it when we can, and so she got some personal stuff, nothing bad, that if we don't see him today, we won't see him until the next home game. So we'll get that figured out too. I think that we got to have a little situation where we got to have doctors around a lot more often, but it isn't that way right now. I don't know whether it's been a lack of need to do that, but it's something different that I've experienced. So it's not anything bad with George. It's just, if we don't catch him now, we ain't going to catch him. So.
2 more questions for Coach Jesse.
At halftime, there was a big ceremony for all the other women's sports teams on campus. You've made it clear how much you support the other athletic programs at Syracuse. I know you guys were in the locker room, but what did it mean to you to see that support return from all over campus, like field hockey, track and field, and even the teams playing today?
I didn't see it because I was in the locker room, but I can sense it. I can sense it changing here. I can sense that everybody understands that they're my daughters and those are my sons, and my players are their daughters and the other coaches, daughters. And we're really fighting hard to create a dynasty here. That means that we all have to win. And I think that we're starting to feel that way. I think the way field hockey played this year and our men's soccer team, and we're fighting. And I think that it's changing back and changing to where we all believe that we all can win. And we're disappointed when we don't get that score to say the right thing. But we're learning. We're learning a lot, and we're winning. We're winning. The feeling of it just really feels great to not just play at Syracuse, but those athletes that's here right now, when they leave for 5 years from now, they're going to want to come back. And that's has been happening in a while, where the athletes come back and just want to be a part of it. And so it was neat to see EJ and other athletes that's on the football team come all the way here just to see a women's basketball game. It's starting to happen, and unfortunately we didn't get the score to say we did a great job, but I think that, we're on our way to something special. Thanks.
I completely forgot what I was going to say, so if anybody else wants to take
That's
that.
okay. That's okay. Come back. I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Yeah, again, 35 fast break points and 27 points off turnovers. What do you guys need to work on fast break?
You can't give the ball to the team that don't have the same shirt you have on. It's simple. You hold on to that ball until that person that got your shirt on is available. And we know better than that. We know better than call a timeout, get a 5-second call, get that type of turnover. Don't get the turnover where it can warrant a layup. And that's some rookie mistakes, but that was, the other guards as well, just throwing it because I think the trap's coming, so I'm going to throw it away. No, you don't throw the diamond ring away. You hold on to it. They call a 5-second call, we can set up our defense. So that's not something we usually do, but it was so chaotic and so crazy out there that we lost our way. I think I lost my way. We're in this together. It's about us, and we're going to figure out how to never lose our way again. If you're going to beat us, be better than us. And I think that they were the better team today, but they weren't this astronomically better than us, but we helped them be better than us.
I got it.
Okay.
So the ACC is a great conference top to bottom, but you guys have an especially tough stretch coming up. What's your mindset? What's the message to the team going forward into this tough stretch?
Tuesday practice, us getting better. This is the #1 conference in the country. And if I look ahead and see how scary that big elephant is, we can lose our way for real. We got a lot of things that we're dealing with right now with these injuries. And so we're just going to love up on each other and talk film and see what we can manage. And when Tuesday come, we're going to try to beat Virginia Tech. When Wednesday come, we're going to try to beat them again. And Thursday in shoot-around, we're going to try to beat them again. And when the ball goes up in the air, we hope that we did enough work to beat them when the lights come on. Thank you guys for all you do for women's basketball.
Thank you.